Have you read A Course in Miracles, and what do you think about it? I haven't read A Course in Miracles. I know bits and bobs about it. I think there's some nice stuff in there, but I think it really encourages the intellect. Which isn't necessarily a good or a bad thing, encouraging the intellect, but more than likely the mind will focus on in intellectual understanding, and it's in understanding this, and it gives lots of concepts for the mind to comprehend and think that it's understood something and got somewhere. And this is an absolute lost program. It's really not about intellectual understanding. That's just what the mind thinks. It's the loss of all those ideas of who and what you think you are, till there's absolute mystery. Not even the idea that you're awareness or consciousness or knowingness, because even those are ideas too. It's just mystery. There's just what is. And there's not even someone that knows they observe, or something observing, because that's still knowing something. That's still a division. It's a collapse of every idea. And A Course in Miracles has lots of ideas, and I think they say very simply it all up in like 2 sentences at the beginning of the book. And then they go on to write a very thick book about it. And then it gives exercises, so again the mind thinks, okay, so I'll do these exercises and I'll get somewhere, and this is going to help me and I'm going to get somewhere. And it's all concepts. It's all living in la la land, in a reality of somebody separate from the world, making its way back to non-separation. It's craziness. But there seems to be some nice stuff in there as well. Some quotes that I've heard that seem sweet. But so easily, this stuff, the mind always wants to jump on the bandwagon of what can I do. This is a lost program. Anything positive that the mind takes on isn't it. So it thinks, okay, everything's an illusion, that's the way this is, and it thinks that that's a truth. So I know that the Course in Miracle talks a lot about illusion, but that's absolute bollocks. That's a concept, that's a positive concept, that's not it. It's not about living in positive concepts. And if you took on anything Lisa says in a positive way, okay, what Lisa says is the way it is, then again, it's living in positive concepts about this, which isn't it. This is a loss. There's no middle way. Oh, it's a getting and then a loss. This is absolute loss of everything. So me's always trying to get. Thomas says, okay, it's true, mystery is nice. When I get what you say, I can feel my body and feel good. Why do you think that is? I get the sense that as whenever any concept is lost, there's always a sense of relief. Because concepts are binding, they give this appearance of being contracted and tight. So I don't know, it's nothing to do with Lisa and Thomas, it's just that an idea falls away and there's because the natural way of life is no suffering. It's not suffering, it's just pure beingness, and beingness doesn't suffer. But then then beingness dreams in this apparent suffering, which isn't really happening, and the suffering of I know things, I am somebody and I know things, and this contracted energy begins. And then as an idea falls away, that contraction seemingly dissolves, but it's never really happening at the same time, which is kind of crazy. Life is awesome, haha, thank you. It is. When there's so much focus on the thinking and who I am and what I'm doing and where I'm going and what I've got to choose, then it can seem very agitated or uncomfortable. But as that dissolves, I mean, this is miraculous. There's always so much seemingly happening, and spectacularly, it's not happening at the same time. It's so mysterious. But when the me's got ideas of what it should look like and what I want my life to be and how I want to be seen, then it becomes very narrow, but which is another expression of life as well. But here there seems to be an exposing of that.